What up, you little shits? Annie tier, guild forever, however you want to call me. We're going to be reviewing what what oh yeah, SAO Alicization Part 2 Episode 7. I don't know why I forgot for some odd reason. I literally just finished seeing it. But yeah. Well, we're going to deal with the good. Honestly, this was a really good episode. We got to see this character known as RENLY. We get it was honestly majority of this episode was dedicated to his backstory and the reason why he acted so cowardly the way he did, and then him just getting back on his feet and learn and fighting and actually fighting, showing like what was all this training for, why is he here, why was he made an Ichigi Knight, like all that stuff. All of it came back rushing to him and fueled him with strength. Seeing someone as more crippled, much more of a failure currently. Kirito is by no means no failure, but I mean currently you can say he is because he's failing to come back to his senses, which is not entirely his fault or at all really. But the point is, someone like Kirito is still willing to fight despite his condition, while this guy, deeming himself a failure, is not showing any nerves, any resolve, any real courage. And then we get a flashback of the thought, aka the administrator, calling him a failure. And I'm still a little confused on that. What made her say that he's broken? Is it because of how much of a coward he is? Or is it something else completely? Because I'm not necessarily thinking it's because he's scared or a wimp. Because he is obviously very powerful. We've seen what he did in his past when he accidentally killed his best friend during a sparring match. This is why you shouldn't be using real swords. He should have been using, even if he was using like a regular wooden stick, I feel like he would break his opponent's stick and then severely injured him. So it would have ended up with a really harsh injury or death. I mean, obviously you'd rather get the injury than death because you're gonna die. But I think he would have done something that could have done some permanent damage to his arm if he used the wooden stick. Because you saw, he had so much force that he was able to break his opponent's sword with his own, accidentally killing his friend. That is the worst way. That is the absolute worst way to lose a friend. If not due to the circumstances of war, but because it was on accident. What the flying fuck? I know he didn't, his intention wasn't to kill his friend. I know it was an accident, but bruh, I'm just saying, this is why you use wooden sticks. So crap like this doesn't happen. Better a serious injury than death, or even a permanent injury than death. Oof. And why was he swinging that hard to begin with? Even if he was that confident, it's like you still would have broken both your swords, and that would have been some serious injuries there, because there's like blades scattering around. There still could have been some serious injuries there too, but no. He swung as hard as he could and accidentally killed his best friend. Buddy, you are an idiot. To be honest, they're both idiots. One, they should have been using lethal weapons to train. It looked like it was training. I'm not sure if it was training for sure, but they looked like they were training to me. Second, you should have never, by any means, be fighting like that if you're using real weapons. You should have been using a wooden stick. I'm just saying, that kid literally has no control. Maybe that's why the administrator said that he's broken. He lacks control. He doesn't know how to use his strength. Because clearly he's lacking control. That has been vividly clear in this episode. But do I feel sorry for him? To an extent, I still say it's his fault because all of this could have been avoided if he learned how to not freaking swing so effing hard, or at the very least, use a wooden stick, dumbass. Like, holy hell, man. Yo, honestly, I felt that was kind of stupid the way his friend died. It was like, you can arguably go away and say, sorry, bro, it was an accident. Yes, that's technically an accident, but it was a stupid accident. Like, come on. I'm just saying, if you're training with your best friend, are you going to use a freaking real sword on your friend? I would have never used a real sword on my friend. I would have used a wooden stick. At least if something happened, it wouldn't have been a serious injury like what it's shown right there. He killed him. He basically killed him. But still, in regards to what the administrator meant when she called him broken, can you guys explain to me what she meant by that? Because I'm kind of confused on there. I'd appreciate if someone did. Holy smokes, man. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys, I'm a little sleepy. So, what's your problem, man? Why are you down in the dumps? My best friend died. Oh, really? How'd he die? I accidentally killed him in sword training. You motherfucking dumbass. You couldn't have used a wooden stick? I mean, it would have been better to train with... No. Are you saying you would raise a sword to your best friend? Or a friend in general? I mean, it's not like I want to kill... By you using a lethal weapon, you're intending to kill. I don't care what anyone says about it. If you're using a lethal weapon, that's intention. That's killing intent. Why didn't you use a wooden sword? I'm just saying. And if you're going about that bullshit like, oh, because we're knights and we fight with real swords, not wooden swords, or because of some honor or pride, shut the hell up. If it's because of pride, or is it because being a knight, then that's some straight up stupidity. Use a wooden stick. I don't care. Use a freaking... And some can tell me, well, what happens if they don't got specialized wooden swords, katanas or whatever? Then find a stick and use that. Or better yet, why don't you have the sword's sheath? I'm just saying, if you're raising a sword, a lethal weapon, like a legit lethal weapon toward your friend, that is an intention to kill. Plus, even if he was using a sword, if he was just training it, like he really didn't want to kill his friend, then why did you... I thought his backstory was fucking stupid, in all honesty. Yeah, it was cool that he grew a pair for once, like toward like midway near the end of the episode, but it's like, you having to feel this way was because of a stupid circumstances. Like, that could have been straight up avoided. I'm just saying. You didn't need to use a lethal weapon on your friend. You could have handled it much, much better. I don't care what your excuses are. I guess we can get into questions. Question 1. Do you feel sorry for this character after what he did to his best friend? Tell me yes or no and explain to me why in the comment section below. Question 2. If you were practicing sword fighting techniques, would you, like, if you were practicing with a sword, would you still use a lethal weapon on your friend, or would you use the wooden stick? Be honest with me. Like, straight up be honest. And let me know in the comment section below for question 2. Because that's just bloody stupid. A real a real wooden stick, a real sword on your friend. Like, get the F out of here, dude. You're a freaking killer. Congratulations. You're a killer. And you did it to yourself. I'm just saying. All of this could have been easily avoided if you've handled the situation much, much better. But no, you decided to use a lethal weapon on your friend. Cool. You're a murderer for that, by the way. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Don't forget to like, comment, sub if you haven't already. Really motivates me to put more content out there for you guys as my guildmates, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.